Hey, Jim.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Another podcast.
Another
I think
one.
it's officially number 12.
This is 12.
Oh, this is officially number 12. You know, we did a quasi
11A.
11A. So this is number 12.
Number 12.
Yeah.
A dozen. Baker's dozen.
Yeah, and if you've been following us, last weekend was pretty good. Last week's show was pretty good. We did a little Thanksgiving, and then we talked about the upcoming train crawl. And if you went on to TikTok or Facebook, or even now go to our YouTube channel, Teachers Tapped, you'll see some footage from the train crawl.
From the train
We had a really good time.
Good time.
Really good time.
Good time. Train again wasn't quite on time, but
yeah, the train.
We made it work.
We made it work. Yeah. SEPTA sometimes lets you down a little bit with the times, with delays.
It's not like those European trains.
It's not like when they say they're coming, there's a little sign that says 1 minute. It's coming in 1 minute. 1 minute in SEPTA is not 1 minute. It's like 10 minutes. So great time on the Santa SEPTA crawl.
Yeah.
Getting close to the holidays.
Getting close to the holidays.
Yeah. You have a
little update from last week. Our Thanksgiving.
Oh, we talked about Thanksgiving. Yeah, a little bit.
A lot of things going on. One of the topics that came up was mashed potatoes.
Yeah, you talked about instant. I
love instant.
Yeah, we don't.
You're like, oh,
never did that. All right.
Homemade. So I just happened to run into Mrs. McHugh yesterday.
Okay.
And I guess she must have heard about
she listened.
Mashed potatoes.
She did?
She was like, yeah, Mike said we use a blender. And I'm like, that doesn't sound right. She's like, no, it's not a blender.
What is it?
It's a mixing bowl.
Oh, a mixer. A mixer. Yeah. No. Yeah. My mistake. We didn't use a blender. We used a mixer.
Mixing bowl. So. But she did give you credit. She said Mike did
peel the 25. Yeah, the 10 pounds of potatoes.
50-50. She goes, he did most of it.
Yeah.
Which that sounds about right too.
That's right.
So, but she said no lumps in the mashed potatoes. Because remember I kept saying,
yeah, no lumps. No, that's why you use that mixer. Not a blender, but a mixer.
She was not happy about that. And she was like, oh, there's no lumps.
No lumps.
In my mashed
potatoes. Not in her mashed potato, not at all.
I didn't know that was such a subject. Anyway, hope everybody had good mashed potatoes.
Yeah, that's
with gravy. I'm a gravy guy. So.
Yeah, so number one side.
It's not really a side.
We know.
It's a condiment.
All right. Also, last week's show, we did feature a brewery called Treehouse.
Yes.
And we had two really good beers. Fantastic. Shout out to Brian, my son's father-in-law. He reached out to us to let me know that Woodstock is not in Connecticut.
No.
It's in New York. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
And he also reached out to say that Treehouse is going to open up a location in Saratoga, New York, too.
Oh.
So they're branching out a little bit.
Man. Okay. Because you can only get the beer there.
Yeah, so fantastic. We had the, what was the pale?
Oh, the first one was the Trail.
The Trail. Pale ale. Fantastic.
That was really good.
Really good. And then we had their flagship Joyous.
Yeah, and that was good too.
Today, before we get started on our episode, we thought we'd try an Allagash. So Allagash is one of those highly rated breweries, highly rated beers.
I've heard it.
Yeah,
so that must be
their flagship is called their flagship beer is Allagash White. So people do like their Allagash White. They've been around since 1995 in Portland, Maine.
Portland, Maine, not Portland, Oregon.
Not Portland, Oregon, and they distributed 20 different states.
Wow!
So this is a beer you can get just about anywhere in the Northeast.
Yeah, East Coast.
So you can get this beer just about anywhere in the Northeast. We're going for a pretty interesting name. Yeah, Allagash Chocolate.
Yeah.
Orange Porter.
Porter.
Wow.
So I'm not a big porter.
I know you're not, but
I'm just saying porter. That's a whole different level.
But
it's only 7%.
Yeah, 7 point. That's pretty good for a porter.
Usually?
Well, I mean, they can be 10 or 11.
Yeah,
they can be
double digit.
Yeah, but don't be afraid of this.
No,
because they say like a good Guinness, which is a stout, not a porter, but similarly in color, darkness, and that's only around 5%.
Right.
So
someone pointed that out to me.
Yeah.
And Guinness also is not high in carbs.
Yeah.
In calories. Didn't know that. I assumed it was
like really heavy.
It's like eating a Big Mac.
This one sounds delicious. A chocolate orange porter. Any information about that beer?
What do I got here? 7%. Portland, Maine, and it's a limited release.
Oh, love the can again.
Love the can again.
Love it.
Is it?
It's got orange peels on there. It's got chocolate pieces on there.
Yeah.
It's got
everybody loves chocolate.
Yeah.
They want chocolate.
Anyhow,
I mean, Everybody.
And any IBUs, and it's a porter, so it's probably not heavy in hops.
Or hops? Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to be a hoppy
I
beer
don't
at
see
all.
that. It's hard to read there. Yeah.
All right.
Not everybody has that rating on there.
Any so it's got chocolate, which is a little cocoa added in there, some orange. All right, let's give that a shot. Orange peel.
All right, let's see what we got here. 16 ouncer.
Good one.
16 ounce, 7%. You do the math.
Wow.
You can tell it's a porter, I guess.
You can tell it's a porter.
It's not real.
You can really taste the chocolate. I'm not getting
it's not hoppy or
not getting a ton of orange.
No, it says a hint of orange.
Oh, a hint of orange. That's what it said, a hint of orange?
Yeah, so it tastes more like chocolate. Yeah, it seems like for a porter. I mean, usually porters are.
Yeah, it's not that heavy.
Maybe
you can tell it's a porter.
It.
Maybe
you see porters.
Sometimes it's scary looking.
Yeah,
you look at it and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, is that motor oil?
Yeah. So
it is.
So this time of year around the holidays, a porter like a stout or porter is really good around the holidays. People do like that.
Around the fireplace, it's sitting around.
Right.
I don't know. That's what
good
I
one.
Think of. Yeah,
Allagash chocolate orange porter. If you're interested in a porter that's around 7% alcohol.
And where are these available at?
Oh.
Where do you
local Wegmans?
Wegmans.
Ran into the we have a Wegmans fan. Shout out to the Wegmans fan if he's listening. One of the tellers at checkout.
How old is this guy?
I don't know, young adult, maybe around 18, 19, 20. Not sure he's 21 yet, but
it's probably not.
I go through his checkout line every week, and he's like, "Oh, it's podcast time."
Podcast Wednesday.
Time. So
I have a Wegmans near me. Haven't been there yet.
Yeah, great beer selection. Good beer selection.
And food. People are like, dude, it's just a great place to be.
Right. Well, listen, if you can see behind us,
there it is.
We're getting ready for the holidays.
Getting ready.
And,
coming up quick.
Teachers.
Yeah.
We thought it's a couple weeks away for the holidays. We thought we'd give some parents, because remember, this podcast is for
not just teachers, but any, I forget now, teachers, or if you ever went to school.
Yeah, anyone's going to school. So
in school,
if there's parents out there, and plus teachers are also parents.
Teachers
and
are
if
parents.
you're looking for a gift to get your teacher.
Right. Especially if your kid maybe not doing good in math or something.
There you go.
I mean, I didn't take bribes, but
yeah. Not that I ever got a gift, but no. High school teachers are a little different. Elementary.
I did elementary.
In elementary school, I think the gifts come.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I got like 100.
Yeah, but in the high school, I mean, every once in a while we get a great parent, a great student, and he comes in with a nice gift card.
Yeah.
You feel really good. You're like, oh.
I'm not big on gift cards, but at school, I'll take whatever I can get.
But you can take whatever you can get.
Yeah.
But I have a list here of some ideas of
the teachers,
what you can get for teachers.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll share some ideas of maybe what you shouldn't get.
Yeah. And then what we've gotten.
Yeah. What
we have some that are
I remember
unique.
When I taught elementary school, our principal made an announcement, and he was like, please check your mailboxes at the end of the day. There's a special bonus for all the teachers.
Don't say bonus, man.
Well, that's what he used that word. We got all excited. And there was an envelope. And when you opened the envelope, there was one of those 100,000 grand bars and said, you're worth $1 million. Merry Christmas. That was not good.
Yeah, how about give me 10 of those?
Yeah, that was not good.
Was that on our Halloween candy list?
No, I don't think that was.
You didn't mention the $100,000 bar?
No, but
they're good.
That's kind of a cruel joke.
Yeah.
A cruel joke.
Don't use the word bonus unless it's cash.
I know.
Or a check.
Correct.
Yeah.
So let's go through some ideas. Jim, maybe you have a couple ideas.
Yes.
I'll give you some ideas. This is actually from a website called Good Housekeeping.
Oh.
And
that's a good source.
It's a pretty good source. So they're giving ideas of what you can get. I don't know if you have some guesses of a good gift to get a teacher.
Gift to a teacher? Another popular. I would take it as a teacher, but I'm not big on the gift card.
Yeah, a gift
Starbucks.
card. Oh, look, that's not on this list because I think
Really?
I think they're doing like personal,
Real
personal. What's the word I'm looking for?
Like personalized.
Personalized, correct.
World's greatest.
But yeah,
teacher.
gift cards.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. These are more like
personal items.
Things you can buy for a teacher that they'd appreciate.
All right. How about a mug? Coffee mug.
All right. So mugs are on there.
Yeah.
it's number 5. They really like this year the Stanley.
The Stanley.
So
you got me.
So
you're Mr. Pop Culture.
You can buy them in different sizes, but Stanleys are really popular.
It's like the tools, the Stanley.
Well,
tools?
I think it's the company, but now they have Stanley. They have Stanley mugs. They have the tall ones. They have short ones. They keep your coffee hot or your drink cold. So the Stanley's number 5 on here.
That's such a scam. Drink faster, man.
Whatever.
3 days.
It's a big.
I know people love it. They go for.
Yeah, I think teachers would
like that. I just use a Wawa cup.
Yeah.
Paper cup. What else we got? I'm gonna think not to be sexist, but more like from a woman. Because a lot of
elementary school teachers. Yeah. There's a couple on there that my wife would appreciate more than me.
Yeah, that's a good way to phrase it.
Yeah, my wife would appreciate more than me.
You've been married
and maybe I'd give it to her if I got one.
Gift? Yeah. Here's one. I don't think it's gonna be on there. A notepad with their name on it.
Oh, like a person. Let me look. There is something personalized on here. It's not a notepad. It's something you can use to carry a notepad. And these are big because my daughter loves these.
I was thinking something for the desk. Maybe like
no.
Like a paper clip holder or something.
Well, I tell you what, desk organizers on here.
Okay.
Desk organizers on here. It's number 4. I can't believe it's ahead
Usually you buy that for yourself.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the year.
This is like a personalized desk organizer you can get. I'm talking about something to carry things in. My daughter loves. She can't have enough of those.
Dirk was carrying something.
Well, I have a backpack I carry.
Kate Spade bag.
Kate Spade would be great. This is just a personalized.
The Macy's big brown bag.
It's number 9 on the list, but it's a tote bag.
Oh, a tote bag.
Personalized tote bag.
Now, is it a big one or small one?
The one they have here in the picture is a big one.
The big one, yeah. You load it up.
Yeah, load your. I
might use that instead of luggage when I travel now.
Yeah, they like them.
On my trip, you're always digging stuff out. That's a big bag.
Think now. Okay. Something we haven't.
Oh, I think I got it.
Go ahead.
Because of COVID, the sanitizer.
Yes, Bath and Beyond.
Women love that.
Yeah, or what's the other place? Bath and Body Works.
Bath and Body Works.
Yeah, people. That's on the list. That's number 7 on the list.
Just
Bath and Body Works. Yeah, just
if you have a woman teacher, anything in
there.
But
I gotta be honest, having those nice smelling hand sanitizer are pretty good.
Pine. Ooh.
I think
one girl bought me one. As a matter of fact, one of my students got me that in 5th grade, like my 2nd year teaching. And it's funny because she was kind of more of a tomboy, but she came in. It's like the pump one.
Oh, that's nice.
Or no, it's the first phone one.
Oh, okay.
You have a phone.
Yeah. That's nice.
And I was like, that's kind of a cool gift. And then I got home and it's masculine, it's pine. I'm like, that's a great gift.
I think they have a couple. Just for an idea, I think they have masculine scents. At Bath and Body Works.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't know where she got, but I'm like, that.
If you're looking for something,
gift. Like I'm very practical.
That's on the list.
Yeah.
There's another thing that
would they give perfume or something?
Well, I'll tell you what. That's not on the list, but like I've received a few times.
Oh, cologne.
The
men they buy the cologne for.
I have gotten cologne a few times.
It's like a box with 3 bottles.
And it's usually not. Well, I got some Stenson one time.
It's not.
No, Drakkar.
Drakkar. Ooh, that's a good one. That's an 80s.
I got a Drakkar. I got Stenson one time.
A Polo.
Remember Polo? The Polo.
Polo. And what was the one I just bought? Dolce and Gabbana or whatever. It's good.
Okay.
I finally bought it. I don't know why I bought it. I think someone at school told me.
Well, I have gotten.
One of the teachers. It came up.
I don't know.
Like,
I got to be honest. I don't know if my wife's ever gotten perfume from students, but I've gotten cologne a few times.
Did I ever tell you real quick the cologne story when my sister bought it for me for Christmas?
No.
I never told you that?
No.
Oh, this is a good story. This is how I know women know what women like.
Okay.
So the one Christmas, my sister was like, I don't know what to get you. You know what I mean? Like, I want to get you something useful. So she goes, you know what? You could probably use some new cologne. Well, obviously, I guess I knew.
Yes.
Since you just
she
said
knew.
it.
Right.
So she goes, all right, we'll go to the mall. We'll rent the mall. We'll pick it out. I'm like, all right, that's cool. So we get to the mall. I think we're like at Macy's. And I'm like, it's mod. It's like Saturday. And she goes, I go, all right, what are we looking for? And she goes, it's called Cool Water.
I've heard of Cool Water.
I didn't. I'm like,
all
Cool Water. I'm like, all right, like, all right, I don't know. So I go around the thing. I go, so I don't see it. She goes, ask the girl behind the counter if they have it. And I'm like, oh, okay. So the girl comes over and, real nice. So I go, yeah. And I kind of whispered it because I'm like, I don't even think this is like real. So I go, yeah, do you have a cool water? And she's like, oh, yeah. She goes, we have to keep it behind the counter because everybody keeps stealing it. I'm like, that's the one I want. And as soon as she brought it up, these girls at the counter were like, ooh, I love that cologne. I'm like, women know.
Yeah, women
know. Just ask women. They'll tell you. And whatever they tell you, just do it. I know. Even if it doesn't make sense,
I know.
Just go with it.
I usually, before I buy my wife perfume, I never buy. It's what she tells me to buy.
Or, take Holly.
Take Holly. Yeah,
take Holly.
Take Holly.
And you won't get it wrong. You won't get it wrong. But yeah, perfume. Ooh. Boy, that's really going out.
Well, that's tough.
It's nice.
I know, but it's tough to buy someone. It's tough to buy someone perfume that you don't know.
No.
Students, like I said, students have bought me
yes,
cologne.
But they give you the TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx. Well, no, but Bath and Body Works also has.
Place is mobbed. So
I think
stuff.
I could be. It's called Candy Apple, I believe. No, I'm serious. I think no. Candy Apple is the. Is this? I think my daughter and my wife went through a few years where they used this Candy Apple. You couldn't go wrong with getting the Candy Apple gift set.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if that's still popular, but
make sure
Bath and Body Works. Make sure you check
because it could have changed some. All
right, so we got a few. Something smelling. Come on,
smelling.
I don't. This is not a guy thing. It's completely girl. We did that.
Something else that smells.
You got to be careful with around the house.
That smells. Not the plug-in things.
No. You light it.
Brussels sprouts?
You light it.
Candles.
Candles, yeah. Candles is number 2 on the number 3 on the list.
Candles are a good one.
Yeah, candles are a good gift.
And the scented ones.
Yeah,
the ones that smell like cinnamon. Yeah, some are good. You're like, that does. Yeah, that really does smell.
I didn't know anything about this, but I was online yesterday looking for possible gifts.
Oh.
And I saw a candle warmer. So that was one of the top 10 gifts. I don't know.
Year.
No, they were talking about white elephant gifts.
All right.
Do you guys know? You know what a white elephant is?
I get confused with this.
All right, so that white elephant. If anybody's out there, if you're going to a party and someone says bring a white elephant, you bring a wrapped gift that you get to exchange. We usually do it at we usually have a holiday party.
Yeah. And I've been to that.
Everybody brings a white elephant, usually under $10, $12, something like that. And then you put your name.
Good or funny or?
Yeah, it can be. It can be. It could be funny.
It could be serious.
Could be serious. And then what happens is you put your numbers in a hat. Everyone draws a number.
So it's like a Pollyanna.
It's like a Pollyanna, and then you pick your gift, but then the gift can be stolen.
See, I've done that before.
So it's usually like 3 times. It can touch 3 different hands. And over the years, a shout out to Waterside Steve.
Waterslide Steve.
Waterside Steve.
Waterside
his son, Anthony, who's married to Jess, who's friends with Kylie Kelsey.
Okay. Has she called us back yet?
No, she hasn't called us back.
Well, she's getting her show up and go.
But yeah, I know. I know.
You know.
Her podcast last week, Kylie Kelsey's podcast hit number 1 last week.
Man.
Okay? Man. Anyhow, so poor Anthony would come.
She's famous.
He'd come over for a holiday party, and he would always get stuck with like the scented bath beads that nobody wanted. He'd get the great gift card or he'd get the bottle of whatever, and then it would be stolen from him, and he'd end up with the bath beads. And it was so many years where poor Anthony, his face would be like, you'd have that
it's like taking
puppy
a
dog
away
look.
From a kid.
I know, but there's all adults. If you're going to play the game, you got to be able to handle it.
Don't expect to leave with something.
Well, anyhow, so
we did it at school once.
Go ahead.
When I taught elementary, the one year I taught. Okay, so elementary school. I don't know how many teachers there were. We had like 1,000 kids. It was a big elementary school. 3 men teachers. It was
right.
The gym teacher and 1 other special ed teacher. Rest were women.
Yeah.
So they came up with
had
the
that
white
experience.
Standard. Isn't it like you call it like a Chinese gift or it's some Asian or it was something.
Listen,
anyway, I think
there are different names. People have different names for it. You know what I'm talking
about. So they're telling me, and I'm like, this doesn't sound cool.
There's an episode of The Office where Michael brings in like an iPad or something.
$20 gift limit.
It was like $20, and they all got upset and they all fought over it.
And Jim got the teapot for what's her name, and Dwight took it. So anyway, so I'm like, I don't know about this. So sure enough, we start off. Of course, someone did the handmade quill.
Oh,
like
that's a nice one.
Quill.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
So everybody's like, oh, I'm like, ooh, this is going to go bad. Sure enough, next gift people open it. No, I'll take the quill. So that person's crying. That the person
that's
took
the fun of it, though.
But people are, dude, there were like 40 women crying by the end of the thing. I'm like, this, how is this holiday spirit? I know. But when you do a small group, and it was all women, and they all wanted that quilt.
Oh, that's the idea. The ideas are great. So I was getting ideas for possible white elephant, and they have something called now I didn't know about this.
Like
it's a candle warmer. So you put the scented candle under this light, and you don't have to light the wick.
Oh,
it just melts the candle, and the scents are released. Because I know when sometimes my wife will light candles around the house, and we'll go out, and she'll be like, did we blow the candles out? I'm like, I don't know.
Ruins the whole night.
So
ruins the whole night.
You're worried about. I think a few times we might have returned home just to make sure.
Oh, you do.
But this is a gift. I've never seen it before, but they do have it out there.
That's a good idea. I was thinking from the bottom, like it warms it up to light it.
No, so it's a light on top.
You know what it is? It's a French fry warmer. That's all you do. That's all it is.
And it keeps them warm.
They probably
and it melts. You don't have to worry about it. So anyhow, that could be a possible gift.
That's a great idea. Because it's very safe. Yeah,
it is safe.
I don't want to be lighting anything.
All right, let's go see if there's a couple more things you can think of.
Candles.
Hand sanitizer.
Candy, like Christmas.
Yeah, candy's always. It's not on this list, but candy's not a bad thing. I once got Turkish candy.
Turkish candy, nice.
And I also got.
Was it good Turkish candy?
I don't know. I never had Turkish candy before, but I also got baklava.
Baklava. Is it?
It's some kind of. Is it a Turkish treat also?
Baklava.
Like a.
Sounds like that.
It's a pastry.
Oh. I've heard of it.
I've only had it once. It was a Christmas gift. Baklava. All right, but there's a couple on here. I'll tell you what. A couple that you're not going to get, I think.
Yeah, I'm not good at gifts.
The number one gift, and I'm shocked. It's a personalized teacher stamp.
That's elementary. Yeah, I know it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
a
bad
face on
it. Yeah, this one the one I have here on the website has it's Mr. Williams.
Oh, is it like an emoji stamp?
Yeah, it's like an emoji stamp. It's like Mr. Williams. And it's a stamp so you can stamp kids' work. Now, at the high school, we didn't.
Someone says they all love it.
Yeah. Now,
if it had my face on, I would just.
The number 2 gift on here, which is really shocking to me, but I never had to worry about this in my classroom because our building had no air conditioning, and after 75 years of no air conditioning, they put air conditioning in every room except mine.
Of course.
Okay, so I never had to worry about being too cold.
No.
Okay, but there's your building, Notorious.
We go.
So number 2 on this list, you could use in a cold building. Oh, fleece, no.
No. How about the snuggle blanket with the hood?
No.
The blanket with arms.
The Snuggie.
Not
the Snuggie. This is a personalized rechargeable hand warmers.
Ooh.
Now I know my wife. This could be maybe.
Get that for my
this
dad.
could be for the stocking. So if you're not listening, Mrs. McHugh, please don't pretend you didn't hear this.
I was going to get my dad electric gloves.
This could be a stock.
Like plug in, but that would be good.
Yeah,
keep that.
That's number 2.
Put that in the shopping cart.
I may go to Amazon when I'm done this show.
Right done.
What else? So another thing on here, I think we got. So we got number 1.
Yeah, women do complain.
Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6 is. I don't know how much they cost, but the one here is a small. I know a teacher I work with actually had this big device. It prints labels.
Oh.
It prints name tags.
Oh.
It also prints like little designs.
Wow.
So like when we would do like we were called the Truman Tigers. We would print out tigers. You could print out like designs of tigers.
Can you design it yourself?
Yeah, it's like you hook up to your computer and you can print out stuff. This is called a Cricut.
Cricut.
A Cricut. Now they have a Cricut join machine. It's called here. It's a small thing. So look, if any parents out there, teachers love those little Cricuts.
Because people are stealing stuff.
Yeah, and you can put labels on everything. Your stapler.
Where's my stapler? Where's my scissors?
Got my name on it. Anyhow,
it is. I bought my niece wanted one, something like that, and I was like, like a label maker. We used to call
right, a label
it.
maker.
And
correct.
She thought it was the greatest thing.
This
in
is
the
called the
world.
Cricket.
And she's on it. She was like 6th grade.
Right.
I don't know what she was labeling, but my sister said, "Oh, everything in the house is labeled now," and she's like, "It's actually really good." But for school,
Yeah.
stapler. That's the big one. Stapler,
Now we're missing
pencil sharpener, electric pencil sharpener
for a teacher gift.
No, they disappear.
Oh no, that would
like
be
$50.
That's not on the list, but I would love an electric pencil sharpener.
Oh,
We go through 1 year.
It's like a
1 year.
Yeah.
So our principal asked me, because I teach ID in an LS classroom, he asked me to sharpen all the pencils for the state assessments for the PSSA. So
Below basic.
I said, sure, but we don't have enough pencil sharpeners. So he purchased a few industrial strength pencils.
Commercial grade.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we must have sharpened, I think there's 1,500 kids in the school. We
3,000.
sharpened like 3,000 pencils. God. And I think we destroyed, I think we burned out 3 industrial strength pencil sharpeners.
Yeah.
And the kids loved it. What are we doing today, Mr. McHugh? We're sharpening pencils.
Yeah. You know what they used to do at my school? If the kid had like after school detention,
they make
them sharpen pencils.
Anyhow, so pencil sharpeners not on the list,
but they're not cheap. But yeah,
we have one more gift on the list that not a big. It's again, I guess, not to be sexist again, but female teachers may like them. Succulents.
Whoa, are we allowed to say that?
Yeah.
You allowed to take that into school?
They're plants.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm looking at a picture here that looks like I don't know. It looks like a cactus, maybe, or
don't be yelling.
Maybe aloe vera plant.
Oh, aloe vera. Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Is that the one when you get burned?
Yeah, I think so.
That
but
would be good if kids had a scratch.
And of course, it's in a pot that says #1 teacher or best teacher.
World's greatest teacher.
World's greatest teacher.
World's greatest teacher.
So that's a list. I'll tell you what, though. Over the years, man. This is a great. Well, first of all, I said I looked up some ideas, the worst gifts, the best gifts, and of course, a lot of comments are, "You guys get gifts?" I know. Listen, my children went to Central Bucks School District, and an elementary school, much better than the high school. But
middle school,
you'd have a parent. Like a homeroom mom.
Homeroom mom.
And the mom would organize. Of course, in Central Bucks, we'd get a little note that said, please send in like $25.
Jesus.
And we're going to buy the teacher a gift. And there's like 25 students in the classroom.
Damn.
At $25 a student. I know.
$500?
I know.
Jesus.
So, and guess what? Listen, every teacher deserves it. I'm not.
Yeah.
We work really hard. No matter what school district you're in, you work really hard. We all deserve
kids, though.
I know. Yeah. But it was really nice in Central Bucks.
That's nice.
We did a lot for the teachers. We appreciate them. In my school district, every once in a while, our PTO would have like a luncheon for teachers.
Yeah, that was nice. Or breakfast.
Even breakfast. So 1 year, our PTO did a Christmas luncheon for us. Pretty excited about it, and they got a local deli. I don't want to say the local deli.
If a parent owns the deli.
Yeah, they got. So I don't want to like. I'm not going to bring the deli's name up, but a pretty famous deli down in Bristol.
Do you have the address?
It's named after a road. Anyhow, we had this great luncheon. Nice little. I'm going to say the wrong name. Petite Fours. Are they those little sandwiches?
Aren't they like the finger sandwich?
Yeah, like finger sandwiches. We had finger sandwiches.
It was good.
It was
delicious. It enough for lunch?
It was great.
Oh, okay.
And we had this great luncheon. PTO thought of us.
Yeah.
I went home and got sick as a dog.
Oh, jeez.
So sick, I was on the toilet for hours.
Not good.
I called my principal up and say, "Listen, Lou, I don't think I'm going to make it in. I'm sick."
I know I'm not.
And he said, "You know what? About 20 other teachers are sick also."
Oh boy.
A little case of
food poisoning?
Food poisoning.
At least it wasn't E. coli or something.
No, I don't know what it was, but I know I got a phone call from the Board of Health. And they asked me if I could bring a stool sample to the Board of Health.
Nice.
And I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, just can you please bring us a sample?
Just you.
So they asked me to bring. They
Did
called
you
me.
Find out it was just you?
I don't know if it was just me, but I did drop off a stool sample, and yes, it was food poisoning.
Oh, okay.
And I believe the famous deli, named after a road, was cited for food poisoning. So
it could have been just like bad lettuce, or
I don't know what it was. Could have been I think it might have been the egg salad sandwiches.
Oh, anything with mayo.
Or the tuna.
Tuna.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyhow.
Even I don't order like tuna in the summer off the food trucks. Anything with mayo.
But you know, the PTO, that's nice.
It's a great gesture.
It's a great gesture. But we got food poisoning.
Yeah, we had one parent. This was like a couple of years ago. She just said how many teachers you got and brought in cheesesteaks.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, I was like, this is a luncheon, man.
Yeah, we got quite a few. So when we came back from COVID, thanks to the community, they took care of us a few times. We did get hoagies a few times when we were back working. Parents and community groups really got involved. They took care of us a little bit. It was nice.
Well, I always fall for this too. They'll do the it's again nice gesture, but it's I think false advertising.
Go ahead.
Because they're like, oh, we're gonna have a luncheon, and they stagger it now because like they have early lunch. People.
Yeah, if you teachers know what we're talking about, you could have first lunch or you could have last lunch.
Right.
And
last lunch.
It's tough on last lunch.
But the one they get me on is, it's going to be for Chick-fil-A. So you're like, here we go. Well, then I roll in and I'm like, what's this, man? They're like, Chick-fil-A. I go, it's a wrap, it's salad, and some fruit. I'm like,
that's not Chick-fil-A.
That's not Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A are the waffle fries.
Number one. A large
with a spicy chicken sandwich.
Large Chick-fil-A. Right. I'm like, this isn't Chick-fil-A. Yeah. So anyway, I always get caught on that. But they're like, well, it's good for you. It's healthy.
Yeah.
I got enough problems, man. But anyway, what was the other one we did get? We had the faculty. It might be this week actually. They do the Christmas. Everybody brings in something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
that is money. Yeah.
Wow.
Listen, you teachers know. Teachers can eat.
Oh.
You bring it. It's called a covered dish, isn't that what it's called?
Something like that.
Everybody brings something in. Yeah, that's going to happen this week or next week.
My God.
Most schools are going to have those covered.
I'm going to find out what day that is.
Work for covered dish, and we just happen to be. We happen to wander in. We didn't know anything was going on.
I always invite people. I'm like, come on in.
No, I'm saying now that we're not working, we don't know what's going on. We can't happen. Right. We just happen to show up on a covered dish day.
I looked it up. Well, no, they're like, Richard, you looked.
How about Secret Santa? Have you ever participated in Secret Santa? Listen, those teachers out there, that's coming up too. You may be on the list. I know that
started already.
It might have started already.
It's like Advent. Does that have to do with Advent?
I know. I used to just be a Secret Santa gift, but now it's like you give a gift each day
for like 2
and you
weeks.
leave clues. Because I know my wife was really into that. We'd be like, I got a list of things and I got to find stuff and you got to give clues.
And she really like, oh my God. Like you don't have enough to do.
I know.
And it's like I think it's probably has to do with Advent, like 12 days.
You do? 12 days of it?
I think.
I don't know. I just know. Yeah, the Secret Santa goes on for quite a long time. I know.
I'm like, there better not be
a little elf left it for you.
My one friend, she gives me a little Hershey bar with a little candy cane. I'm like, that's what I want. That's all I want.
She's not your Secret Santa though.
Cookie.
No, okay.
No, she just does it for everyone.
No, I like to too. A teacher will come up to you and say, "Can you deliver this gift for me to a certain room or a certain teacher?" Because they want to keep it like
secret. Oh my God,
Secret Santa.
But everybody knows. And they always send out the email. Make sure you come down for a drawing. And I'm like, I don't mean to be a Grinch, but it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, Secret Santas. I don't know.
But people like, whatever,
What people do like it. It's nice. It's nice to get involved because you're not getting anything from your principal.
Keychain. Coverage.
What did you say you got one year from the superintendent? I don't remember that.
We got a flash drive. And I was like, this is kind of useful, like, because, on your computer, you wouldn't save it. You could take it.
Right.
Well, then it was for, like, standardized testing.
Yeah. It's got stuff on it.
Yeah,
it's got your test results on your zip drive. So you can take it home with you, and you can look up the kids.
Right. Over the summer or something.
I don't know. Anyhow.
So what, and good gifts you get that weren't on the list? Do you got
some good gifts that I got? No, I got
some.
I got food poisoning, and I got, of course,
not something
what did you
for?
And a cologne and Turkish. Yeah, not really. Once in a while.
Yeah, I have to give it to the kids. Not sometimes. They'll come up like really good gifts, like thoughtful gifts.
You're right.
So first one I got, and I usually teach middle school, so it's like 7th or 8th.
Right.
So the one girl, actually I taught in another district, and her mom works at my school.
Oh, that's nice. Little connection.
So this was like 5 years ago.
Wow.
So that year I coached football. So she gave me this ceramic football, like to hold like paper clips.
Wow.
I still got it.
That's
I'm
something.
like, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Like thoughtful. And I'm like, that's a good one. So I got this ceramic football. And then again, as usual, I'm usually sarcastic. So the kids will be like, Mr. Richard, what do you want for the holidays or Christmas? And I'm like, just give me cash, And they're like, what? I go, just cash. And then I'm like, no, I don't mean that. Well, then like, sure enough, 3 days later, so kid, here's a card, Mr. Richard. Open up, $10 in it, cash. I go, I was kidding about the cash, and my mom's like, just put $10. Like he said, he wanted cash. So
Yeah.
$10. I'm like,
well, that's funny about cash. When I retired, the teacher I worked, one of the teachers I worked, did a little collection amongst the kids.
Oh, okay.
And they collected $100.
Nice.
It was nice.
Wow.
It was nice. They collected $100, and it was from all the students. Thank you, the students at my school. But
so the
teachers and the students, they taped every single bill together.
So you can't.
So it was this giant. It was $100 in ones that stretched out across the classroom. They thought it was the greatest thing. When I took it out of the bag, it kept going and going.
Cool.
The problem was I had to take the tape off every dollar bill.
Try to take it to the bank. They hate it
before I could spend
because the tape's still on there.
But yeah, gifts.
It is.
Cash is a nice thing. To be honest, I don't think I've ever gotten cash.
Just that one. Like a $10 bill. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Now, instead of cash, of course, everybody likes to go with the gift cards.
Yeah, gift cards.
So, the only thing with gift cards, let me say this: if you're going to get me a gift card,
Wawa. Oh, I knew it.
You're eventually going to use.
You're going to use Wawa, right?
Like you just burn through that, or Amazon, which is like cash. Because if you can't find someone on Amazon,
you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I get like a Kohl's card, you don't go as much.
Right,
you don't spend
You're
enough.
not going to
spend too
much.
Right. It's a big game.
Right.
So. Anyway, so the kids would bring me in Wawa cards, and I think the one year I got like $70. Like,
wow,
everybody's give me
pretty good,
like $5.
Yeah,
I was like, this is the way to roll, dude. So I had the Wawa. Then I had what's another one I had? Oh, I was kidding about chocolate milk or something, and I said something about like I think I drank it at lunch. So I said something like, Mr. Richard, do you drink chocolate milk every day? I go, yeah, I like chocolate milk. Girl brought me in a gallon of Tanner's chocolate milk.
Wow, Tanner's chocolate milk. That's pretty good.
That's heavy duty.
That's like gold.
That's like some serious chocolate milk. She goes, yeah, I had to lug it all the way on the bus and all. And I'm like, yeah, a gallon's pretty heavy.
Do you remember a long time when we were in school, you could you'd bring a case of beer. Your dad would say,
I don't remember the case of beer.
Well, my dad would give me like a 6-pack to give to the custodian. And maybe a bottle of whiskey to give to like the principal.
Damn. Okay. Well, my mom would give the bottle of wine.
The bottle of wine.
A bottle of wine in. And it was great. It was in the morning, so there's like 4 of us running around. She's like, here you go. And she had wrapped it. It wasn't even in a box. You knew it was a bottle. And it's like, here, give that to Mr. Greenland. I'm like, all right, whatever. So you're like,
the good old days.
Third grade, you're holding a bottle of wine at the bus stop. And you go, hey, Mr. Greenland. And he's like, oh.
You had a bus when you were in we were walkers.
Middle school, I walked. Middle school,
we walked.
I huffed it, man.
Yeah, we walked. So
we had the bus.
I'd have a 6-pack in one hand and a bottle of whiskey in the other.
I thought you went to Catholic school.
I did. It was Catholic school.
They went for that?
Yeah, they went for that. They always gave the custodian beer.
Not my. I don't know. I didn't know the custodian that well, no. But the teacher you did. But we do that.
Our custodian, we had a great. I remember elementary school custodian. Can't remember his name, but when you went to his office, you got little Swedish fish from him.
Oh, he knew how to drive.
Yeah.
So
you took care of your custodian. Yeah. He was a genuine guy. He's the guy that, like, when you showed up for parent conferences, your parents would walk up and he's one of the boys.
Not our guys, not mine.
Yeah, well, that's Philadelphia for you.
Well, actually,
the Archdiocese of Philadelphia.
Really? I can't believe you can
walk Cardinal Kroll.
Cardinal Kroll. Yes. Gosh, that's old school, man. But even CCD. Here, I remember. Take your CCD.
We went to the shrine of John Newman.
Yes, I know where that is.
Remember that?
Yeah. And Drexel.
Our Lady.
The other saint, right?
Yeah, our other saint.
But so we had that.
Good old days.
What was the other good one I had? I'm trying to think. Oh, speaking of giving a gift.
Go ahead.
I took in the one guy I work with. We always joke about the spiced wafers.
Oh, yeah. I don't like them. Terrible. They're not good.
So, the one guy I work with, the other math teacher, he's like, oh, I love them. You dunk them. I go, do you dunk them in milk at least? Like I leave them out so they get
I don't
soft.
know. Yeah.
He's like, oh no, I eat them. So every year I bring them in a box around Halloween.
Yeah.
And I throw it in his mailbox, right? So I'm walking around with it. The custodian sees him. He's like, oh man, I love this. I go, really? So the next day I went out, I bought a box for him. He thought it was great. I go, hey, Tommy, here you go. He's like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, I don't like them at all.
If I knew he liked them.
Yeah.
But, so if I knew people liked something.
Yeah, that's always nice. Yeah, that was always
Tommy,
nice.
Yeah, he's a great guy. What was the other one the girl gave? Wawa gift certificates. What did I get? Salsa.
Oh, salsa. Well,
Salsa.
could that be the year? So I remember a year, and teachers, you can take advantage as parents. A lot of school groups, like they're doing fundraisers.
Yes.
So that you can buy like jellies, or you can buy cookie dough, or you could buy like cheesecakes. Around the holidays. I know our district did.
Big time.
They did reefs. You could do a reef, a holiday reef as a fundraiser.
What's a reef?
A reef.
That's a wreath.
A wreath?
Yeah, TH, not a reef.
A wreath?
TH.
Is that better?
Wreath.
All right. I have trouble sometimes.
I know. Yeah,
it's my Irish accent. Massachusetts.
Your bro. Yeah, Massachusetts. Yeah, my bro.
Listen, my name is Mike McHugh. MCHUGH. Okay? It wasn't until I was like just watching an episode of like
You're finding your roots?
Yeah, finding my roots, where I found out that it's not H, it's H. But you get validated when you watch British TV or Irish TV, and they say H, because my name is Mike McHugh, MCHUGH.
What Irish TV is there? I know BBC.
There's we have BritBox.
BritBox.
Listen, we have.
Do you
everything.
understand what they say?
Yeah, we don't. We have closed captions.
My sister used to watch Pride and Prejudice,
the
English version.
Well,
I sit there for an hour and be like, what did they just say?
Peaky Blinders. You got to check out Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders on Netflix. Fantastic. Yeah. You need subtitles.
But my sister, she's like, oh, he just proposed to her. I go, he did? I was like, I don't. And like, every time I come in, she'd be at the same spot. And I'm like, I still don't know what these guys are talking about. So anyway, I got the salsa, and the girl brought in like a mason jar. You know, the one.
Yeah, I got you.
So I'm looking at it, and I was like, oh, thanks, Maria. I go, this is salsa? And I go, she goes, yeah. And I go, it doesn't look like the kind like I buy at the store. She's like, no, that's not salsa, dude. Because she was from like South America. So
it's like homemade or some authentic salsa.
Yes. So she's laughing like that. Yeah.
I guess you know what?
Chili's
number one condiment.
Salsa.
Pretty good episode. I think it gave you some ideas. Teachers, if you're looking for ideas, parents, if you're looking for ideas.
Yeah. I feel like where there's morning shows where they're like hot gift ideas.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice. Yeah,
I watch, what do I watch now that I'm retired?
Good Morning America.
No, Kelly and Mark.
Oh.
9 o'clock, and they do the hot items, where to buy
Dancing on Air.
No.
Kelly Ripa, Dancing on Air.
How'd she do?
Yeah, remember Dancing on Air? It was a TV show like in the 80s, remember?
She was on
Kelly Ripa, when she was like 15 or 16, she used to dance on air.
Wow.
I think it was a Jersey show, local show, right? Like maybe from Philly or something.
Girls in My Shore House used to do it.
Dancing on air.
She's a local girl,
All right. Anyhow.
She was talking about Tasty Cakes today. Her husband had no idea what she was talking about. And she said, it's a local thing. If you're not from Philadelphia,
you don't know anything about
no idea what I'm talking about. And he's like, I've never had one. She's like, yeah, you did when we were at my mom's house the one time. He goes, oh, okay, I guess so. Right. But that's my new thing. You know, now I'm retired. But they always have
they have items to buy.
Yeah.
I think you can take your phone and go to
the
QR code on the screen, and that takes you to the shops to buy stuff.
It's like 50% off. They're good gifts. I have to say they're pretty good.
All right, so listen, now we got one more episode before the big holiday break. We won't be around for a few weeks.
Right.
But next week is it. I just want to give you the heads up. We may talk about holiday parties. I know there's going to be quite a few holiday parties coming up. May talk about maybe some classroom parties you might be involved with. Maybe. But next week will be a party time.
Right.
It'll be our
the school holiday party for teachers.
For teachers only.
Oh, they get
So I hope you check out this one. Yeah. Make sure you like us.
Share,
and
subscribe.
There you go. And I'll leave you with this. With every pour,
there's a story.
All right.
All right.
Jim, I'll see you next week.
All right.
All right.
Be safe.
Peace.